be my firefly. Take everything or nothing at all. Just say.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Mandy. Since the majority of you guys are back from winter break and school's starting up again for a lot of you guys, I thought this week would be the perfect time to give you guys some of my tips and tricks on how I maintain straight A's, keep a 4.0 GPA. For me personally, I have super high expectations for myself, and anything below an A in a class is like failing to me. I know I'm annoying, I'm one of those people, but because of that, I have figured out ways that just help me do well in school overall and get good grades and study tips. So definitely leave some of your tips down below if I don't mention them, so that way we can help each other out in the comments. And if you're new to my channel and you happen to like this video, chances are you'll like my other videos too, so definitely subscribe. I post new videos every single Saturday. And without further ado, let's just get into the video. So the first tip I have for you guys is to know your learning style. For the most part, there are three main types of learning. You can be an auditory learner. This is someone that can easily retain the information by listening to a podcast or watching a documentary, or even just listen to the teacher lecture in class. You could also be a kinesthetic learner, which you learn best when doing. So that's writing out the vocab words for Spanish or doing labs in science. Or you could also be a visual learner, so that's somebody who can go home and read a book or look over their notes and know the information. Or you could be like me and be a mix of a couple. I personally learn best when I have a mix between auditory and kinesthetic learning, and it's so important to know your learning style. For example, since I learn best with a mix of kinesthetic and auditory learning, it will do me absolutely no good if I go home and just look over my notes as if I were a visual learner. So the next tip I have for you guys is to take good notes. And I know a lot of people hate taking notes. I'm one of those weird people that love taking handwritten notes. And color coding and neat writing is honestly the key to good notes. The neater the notes I have, the more likely I'll be willing to go over them later on. Like, no one's gonna want to go back and study their chemistry notes that are scribbled on a napkin. Like, no. Organization is another huge one, and I know you hear this all the time. If you're gonna be successful in school, you need to be organized, but honestly, it's the truth. Being organized helps so much, especially if you have a really busy schedule. Like me personally, I have to balance school, YouTube, and dance. Planners are amazing. I use mine constantly. I keep everything in there. I keep birthdays, vacations, homework, my dance schedule, literally everything is written in my planner, and it definitely helps to keep my busy schedule more manageable. Having a productive environment is huge when studying and when doing your homework. One thing that I love doing is having my study playlist while I'm studying or doing homework. Me personally, I have to have some background noise when doing my homework. I just can't do it in a quiet room. It drives me insane. Association is a huge thing, so only listen to your study playlist while you're studying, so that way you associate those songs with studying or doing your homework. And obviously, having no distractions is huge. You do not want to have your phone going off. Put it on silent, put it away. Don't be afraid to ask questions or ask for help. Getting extra help from your teacher or tutor, if that's necessary, is so important, because you're not going to be successful in a class if you don't understand the material. Like, that's just not how it works. This next tip is something that I cannot stress enough, and that is to use your resources. There are so many apps out there that help you study. I personally use Kahoot and Quizlet a lot. Also, take the extra credit. Honestly, I don't understand why people don't take the extra credit. Even if you have a good grade in the class, use it as like a safety net in a way, just in case the next chapter is super hard and you fail the test. Also, a lot of the times, at least at my school, teachers use websites. Obviously, it depends on the teacher. Like, my Spanish teacher puts links to Quizlets that she makes herself on her website. Like, why would you not use that? That is literally a free study tool you can use. And the last tip I have for you guys is to take care of yourself, because at the end of the day, you are not going to do well in a class if you're overly tired, overly hungry, pulling all-nighters, and just not eating and cramming for tests at like 2 a.m. is not the way to go. And also exercising is huge. You do not want to be sitting on your butt all day. I'm a dancer, I dance a lot. I'm at my dance studio a lot, but even just getting a gym membership or doing like at-home workouts for like 10 minutes a day like will help you. Also, taking breaks is huge. You need time for your brain to rest in order to retain the information. Give yourself some time to rest and wind down. So those are all the tips and tricks I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed this week's video, definitely give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel. I post new videos every Saturday, and I will see you guys next week with another video. Bye.